We're about to start the second quarter between San Mig Coffee and Petron Blaze. Petron leads the series 1-0. San Mig Coffee off to an excellent start here, Kinito.
And Blakely hasn't really scored in big numbers so far. He's only got 5 points compared to Millsap na nakaka-30 na, no?
Isn't that a good sign for San Mig Coffee?
But yun ang sinabi natin kanina, no? Maybe he should concentrate on defense and maybe put his offense on second track and allow his locals to get the job done offensively, and I think that's exactly what Blakely's doing.
And in that instance, Blakely finding Rafi Rivas, who was more open. And si Lassiter tatawagan ng foul. It's his first personal. Here's our Kawasaki Rousing Fast Break, brought to you by Rouser 135 by Kawasaki. Rouse, our Rider in You, featuring James Yap. Let's send you over to Cell.
Pinayuhan ni Coach G. Abanilla ang kanyang mga players to expect the second quarter that both teams will attack their weak sides. Sabi niya, abang na kayo kung babanggain kayo at kung magiging mas physical ang San Mig against Petron. Nico?
Thank you, Cell. Meantime, Petron trying to go to Millsap. Millsap double team. Here's Lutz. Over to Denok. Denok from the corner.
Oh, that's a surprise. 3-point shot coming from Denok Miranda.
Brought to you by PLDT Telpan.
Okay, yung sinasabi natin kanina, the San Mig Coffee want Millsap to be a scorer or a passer. That time, they doubled him. They wanted him to pass the ball. They didn't want him to keep that basketball because he's got 13 points. They don't want him to score any more points.
Blakely. Millsap is down. Here's Barroca from the corner. Whoa, somebody pushed Marcus Blakely there. It was Doug Kramer. And the foul is against Doug Kramer.
Well, you report ni Sel kanina talking about the physicality of San Mig Coffee. It looks like Petron also has that frame of mind to play the physical kind of defense. Tatapatan nila kung anong dinidish out ng San Mig Coffee. That's making it a very emotional game so far. Very intense.
Wow, a lot of hand-to-hand combat here between Millsap and Blakely.
Yun ang sinasabi natin about this game being physical. Minamatch kayo ng physical intensity ng San Mig Coffee.
There's the Millsap getting an elbow to the face. And then in this play, nudged by Millsap, sending Blakely to the floor. And there's a technical foul now on Elijah Millsap. You think may connection yan to the fact that Blakely won best import? Millsap might have felt that should have been his.
Well, when these imports come here to play, I don't think they're really looking at those individual honors. I think the bonuses come when they win the championship. So palagay ko, it's part of the mind game that Millsap and I guess Blakely also play to get the better of the other. May not have anything to do with the individual honor. I think they're thinking long term. These guys are visionaries. They're looking at the championship. That's the ultimate prize.
So here's Barroca. Whoops. Uh-oh, loose ball. And it's with Denok. No, not anymore. Great action in that sequence.
And both teams wanted to keep that ball alive.
Here's that loose ball. Both Barroca and Lassiter will dive for it. And then I thought Denok would get it. And then there's PJ who was pushed by Denok. And the ball will stay with Petron. Miranda, entry pass. Doug Kramer goes up without the ball. Nice swipe by Blakely.
Well, that defense of San Mig Coffee is unforgiving. Hindi sila nakaka-score, ha?
Here's Lutz. Sends it back to Miranda. Shot clock down to 10. Lassiter on the right side. They send it to the Kraken. Shot clock down to 5. Junmar is fouled.
And that's a hack. Coming from, was that Blakely?
Yep, Blakely. And I saw Daniel Defonso rising from the Petron bench, giving a thumbs up to that move by his protege.
Oo nga. Siya ang nagtuturo dito kay Junmar Fajardo. He's taking him under his wing. Dati ba si Daniel Defonso nung naglalaro, nung nag-MVP siya, gano'n ang kulay ng buhok? Palagay ko hindi.
Hindi.
Okay.
But remember how scary that is? If, if Junmar, really absorbs all the lessons that he learns from somebody like Daniel Defonso. Meantime, let's go back to Sil.
Kahit bilog ang bola, mas tumaas naman daw ang kumpiyansa ni Junmar Fajardo. He says that he's ready for the unpredictable. At sabi niya, ang nagmo-motivate daw sa kanya ay yung magandang response ng kanyang mga coaches from Cebu who saw his dunk and newfound confidence. Nico?
Junmar, has a lot of love for all his former teammates and coaches back in Cebu as Blakely loses the ball. Recovered by Lutz. Whoops! Sent it to the wrong man. Here's PJ Simon. PJ, no! And the ball is with Lutz. Sends it to Junmar. And Junmar is fouled.
Oh, yes!
The basket is good.
Nahagis ni Junmar yung bola, pumasok, and they still call the flagrant. I would probably call that a clear path foul, which is the reason why they called that unsportsmanlike. You watch it right here. Alex Malyari going for the man at the ball. At naitapon na ni Junmar yung bola na pumasok. Wow. There you go, trying to prevent that layup, and he held on to his arms, both his arms. Nagtingin na pa yung dalawa. Talk about a contest turning physical.
I think what Malyari was telling Junmar, shoot mo pa yun. I already put two hands on you.
Well, he's the Kraken. By the way, yung Kraken.
So it's a flagrant foul penalty 1 against Alex Malyari on that play.
Ang dalawa ng natawagan ng flagrant foul penalty 1 in this game.
Earlier it was Denok Miranda.
Yeah.
And the other point guard, Malyari, it's his turn to get called for a flagrant foul penalty 1.
One free throw for Junmar Fajardo.
I think it was Baroka who was assessed that.
Yeah, kanina. Yeah, Baroka yung kanina. Back in the opening quarter.
Yeah. Ni-research ko yung origin ng Kraken. Hindi yung Pirates of the Caribbean.
Hindi, ano yun? Clash of the Titans.
Hindi. Hindi rin. Lord Alfred Tennyson.
Wow. Ano ba yun?
Yes. In a poem, in a sonnet.
All right. Right now, Petron writing a brilliant sonnet here. They're back in this game. They've tied it all up. That's brought to you by PLDT Tailpad. Back in a moment. So glad you could join us for game number 2 of the PBA Governors Cup Finals. Coming to you live from the Smart Araneta Coliseum. And we're all tied up at 32. Sandy Coffee led by as many as 12 points after an electrifying start in the opening quarter as Baroka will miss. And that ball up for grabs. It will go out of bounds. And it will go to Petron. So now Petron trying to get their first taste of the lead.
And what about this lineup ng Petron on the floor? Wala nga si Mills Abito, yet they've been able to make inroads.
Wow, Doug Kramer. Oh, you have Doug Kramer and Junmar Fajardo crashing the boards and they exchange low fives on the way down. So now Petron is up by 2, 34-32.
At nakikita natin, yung pagbaba ng intensity level in terms of going for those rebounds by Sandy Coffee without Mark Tinglis on the floor. And now, dominado na ng Petron ang rebounding, and that's a very bad sign here for Sandy Coffee.
Yancy De Ocampo sends it to James. Over to PJ. PJ will run out of space. And it's James who apologizes to PJ saying, okay partner, sorry. Masyado malakas yung aking outlet pass. And here's a power rebound brought to you by Rexona Men with 50% more long-lasting protection, so you can do more. Lutz has nowhere to go, and there's a steal here by the Mixers. And PJ will send it over to Blakely.
At a 3-1 on 1 fast break by San Mig Coffee. Again, fueled by their defense. At ito na naman, may steal.
And then Mark Baroka gets it on the second try, and San Mig Coffee regains the lead. 36-34. Seven at 28 remaining dito sa first half. San Mig Coffee regaining the lead, 36-34. I mean, we're seeing, hustle play after hustle play here from both teams. As, di ba birthday ni Boss Willie? Kahapon. Mr. Willie Marshall celebrated his birthday yesterday. Of course, our Commissioner, Attorney Chito Salud, overseeing the proceedings here in game number 2.
Talking about birthdays, I understand it's the birthday of PBH Chairman Robert Non on Tuesday, the 15th of October. So advance happy birthday.
So we're all tied up at 36 as we near the halfway mark of the second quarter. Yancy inabot kay James, and now here's PJ for 3. Here's Junmar. Junmar Fajardo now with 6 rebounds today. As Kabagnot gets away.
And Junmar Fajardo providing the screen from near the top of the key. And hindi nag-collapse doon yung defenders. The reason being that Fajardo has been able to bring out si Yancy De Ocampo outside. Napabayaan yung loob.
Seven rebounds for the Kraken. And Petron up by 2 as we near the 6-minute mark of the second period. Drop pass Kabagnot over to Fajardo, and it's a turnover. Baroka, Simon, Marcus Blakely, who has 7 points so far. Yancy De Ocampo coming off the bench. James Yap completes the unit for San Mig Coffee. Shot clock reads 10. Here's Yancy, sends it to James against Arwin. Step back 3, James Yap. Yes, sir! Brought to you by PLDT Telpad.
And that time, James Yap, tinirahan niya si Arwin Santos. That's the matchup there on defense by Petron.
Meantime, that was a foul from Yancy De Ocampo trying to stop Elijah Millsap. First personal against Yancy. And that will be the fourth team foul against San Mig Coffee as Millsap makes the first. Let's bring back Sel Guevara.
Everyone in the San Mig bench had input, and klarong-klaro, and it's really obvious na ang communication nila with one another ay talaga nga namang nag-improve compared to the first game. Coach Tim Cone was pointing out their roles to the players on the court, habang si James Yap naman ay pinaalala ang kanyang mga teammates na ang pag-switch sa ensayo ay dapat ganun din sa actual game. Nico?
Thank you, Sel.
And talking about San Mig Coffee, nakita natin, no? From a small lineup, balik sa big lineup si Coach Tim Cone. For a while, they were playing PJ Simon and Andy Baroka together.
By the way, Junmar Fajardo, who will now go to the free throw line already with 8 rebounds. And that is the third personal of Mark Pingris.
And by the way, at that point, when San Mig Coffee was playing a small lineup, doon nag-dominate ang Petron sa rebounding, not giving second chance opportunities para sa San Mig Coffee.
Magsasaling puwersa ang Philippines, China, Taiwan para sa World Muay Thai Championship, October 23, 7 p.m. live at the Newport Performing Arts Theater. Mapapanood October 26, 9 p.m. sa Action TV. Back to a 1-point lead for Petron 40-39, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Barroca. Blakely goes up without the ball. Tapik na punta kay Barroca. Shot clock down to 2. Barroca blocked by Gabandot. And Arwin Santos is all alone. And there's the kick to the backboard, which is now a signature move for the Spider-Man, Arwin Santos. And we're going into this 30-second timeout with Petron now up by 3, 42-39.
Well, in the same way that nag-break away ang San Miguel Coffee with good defense, Petron, ganun din ang ginagawa.
This is our Prestone defensive stop of the game, brought to you by Prestone Brake Fluid for superior braking action and safety. Siguradong nasa mabuti kang kamay. It's not a complete Arwin Santos dunk unless tapakan niya yung backboard.
Oo. And of course, si Arwin Santos got away from that for that easy 2 points because ang ginagwardyahan niya si James Yap. So his responsibility is outside, not inside. In a situation kung nagkakaroon ng tapikan ng bola, he will be the first one to go up court to their side to score the basket because of his position.
Special thanks to our radio partners, 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 Yes FM, 96.3 Easy Rock, and DZSR 918 Sports Radio, Boy Beats Victoria, and Charlie Jalski Escobar handling our radio panel for tonight. Kick out Barroca for 3. Yes, sir! Brought to you by PLDT Telpad.
Now what a pass coming from James Yap. He brought that ball close to the basket kasi nagkaroon ng defensive switch. Hindi na si Santos ang bumabantay kay Yap. Instead, it's Tubig.
Oh, great double team on Millsap, and Petron somehow retains possession. Millsap for 3. Excellent box out by Pingris on Junmar Fajardo.
And that's why he's back on the floor. When the Kraken was getting all those rebounds, napanggit natin, bumaba yung intensity ng Sunday Coffee in terms of crashing the boards. Now Pingris is back
Against Ronald Tubit. Talk about a lot of intensity there between two gentlemen, and Tubit called for his first personal foul.
Well, si Ronald Tubit, hindi naman magpapatalo yan. Even if the man he switched against is taller than him, he's not going to back off. He's going to stand his ground. Ito makikita natin ang turnovers.
Oh, Devance all alone, and excellent vision there by Pingris locating Joe Devance. So it's back to a 2-point lead for San Miguel Coffee.
Pingris making things happen para sa San Miguel Coffee. Kung hindi siya nagre-rebounding, kung hindi siya nagde-depensa, namamasa siya, nakaka-score din. He and James Yap providing tremendous sock here for San Miguel Coffee because Blakely have been very quiet offensively.
There's Joe Devance running through Petron's defense and giving San Miguel Coffee a 4-point advantage, 46-42. Millsap with nowhere to go. Here's Barroca. Barroca all the way. It's now a 6-point lead for San Miguel Coffee. San Miguel Coffee wanting to tie the series with a victory today, and leading by as many as 12 points earlier in the first half. Meantime, our Commissioner Attorney Chito Salud was recognized as one of Quezon City's most outstanding citizens and institutions for his role as PBA Commissioner at the Gawad Parangal ng Quezon City yesterday at the Crown Plaza in Robinson's Galleria. So congratulations to our Commissioner Attorney Chito Salud for the distinction and the award.
There's Commissioner Chito. And behind you see Mayor Raimundo, George Alcantara, regulars dito sa ating PBA. But we've got a nice crowd here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum for Game 2 of the finals.
And currently this Sunday crowd watching Sammy Coffey regain control of this game. By the way, we'll have Aaron Ataide and the Tower of Power, Benji Paras, at the half at the Sports 5 Center. Meantime, here's Baroka. 6-point lead for Sammy Coffey. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half.
Yung description natin kanina about the defense of Sandy Coffey is unforgiving. Doon nakita natin, very clearly illustrated in the way they blocked the shot and got the turnover.
But Baroka loses the ball. And great interference there by Blakely. You know, Arwin Santos was all alone on the other end. And here's Blakely, and he is fouled.
He blocked that ball with his body.
Right, with his body.
But if that's what it
Basically,
is,
sacrificing his body.
oh, eh dito naman sa basketball, you can do that so long as you don't kick the ball. Ito yung Waterloo ni Marcus Blakely, ang kanyang free throw shooting.
Baroka will sit down, rather James Yap and Baroka will sit down, and Alex Malyari and PJ Simon are back in the ball game. So 0 out of 2 on that trip by Blakely. Blakely and Arwin getting entangled. Here's Junmar at the post against Jody Vance. Outside they go, Millsap. They want to repost. They go back to Fajardo, who fires and scores.
What a shot. Nice free post. Nothing the defender could do against that shot.
So now Pingris will test the defense of Junmar. Nope. Gives it to the Vance instead. Shot clock down to 8. Pingris, bigay muna kay Simon. Shot clock down to 4. And who gets it? Who gets it? It's with Millsap. In and out for Alex Cabandot. The Petron fans were getting ready to erupt. 1 minute remaining dito sa first half. Oh, steal by Millsap. And a counter steal by Blakely. Blakely fouled, and he will take 2. What gamesmanship here between the two imports. Elijah Millsap, who gets the steal here, and then Blakely says, you know what you can do, I can also do. Just a superb swipe by Blakely.
Finally making his free throw.
The second conversion, right? Second free throw conversion today. And that will extend Sandy Coffey's lead to 5. 49-44. Millsap, pull and pass. Arwin. And Millsap comes up short. Here comes Blakely. Blakely will not stop. He will not stop. And he will... Is he going to take? Yes, he will take 2 because both teams are in the penalty anyway.
Again, masusubukan ang kanyang free throw shooting. He hasn't done very well in this game so far. He's going 2 out of 6 from the line.
And this is the father of Marcus Blakely, who's a little embarrassed because he saw himself. There you go. Yan si Daddy Blakely. Kung merong Mama Bowls, may Papa Blakely.
Naku! Yung kanyang free throw shooting, ha? And I'm sure Petron will keep that in mind, especially in a close game. You'd rather have Blakely try to get his points from the free throw line than from the floor.
All right, 2 seconds to go. Millsap, no! And that ends the first half. And if you're Sandy Coffey, You want to win game number 2. It's so far so good. You lead by as many as 12 and you hang on to a 5-point lead. 49-44. Sports Fight Center next.